down! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Demon Fang!
Grind you into dust! Hear me! Flame of fury! Hurricane Blast! Mega Ray! Mine!
Not today!
Searing Tempest! And that's my will! Flare Tornado! Searing Tempest! And that's my will!
The enemy wields Arc
Flare
too.
Tornado! We'll soon see about that!
In a bind?
Confiscated! Pick it dead! There! It's over!
Demon Alpha! Ready!
Here we go! Flame of fury!
How about this?
Searing Tempest! And that's my will! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Look sharp! One more! Where are you going?
Sword Lane Alpha!
Hear me!
Now
Flame
you've
of
gone and
fury!
ticked me off!
Burning strike! There!
Finish it!
One more! Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
That took more energy than I expected.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Niez. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! And that's my will! Flare tornado! Searing tempest! And that's my will!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Eat dirt!
Here I go! Going in!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Hear me! Flame of going in! Go! Toxicity!
Blue escape! Rising Phoenix!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Double Demon Fang!
Magna Ray!
Eternal devastation!
What foolish!
Rending your bloody howling!
Burn in hell!
Where are you going?
Benediction light.
Magna Ray!
Heal!
Their orders were interrupted.
No further!
Toxicity! Glacier!
Think again! Sighted! I'm only getting started! Look sharp! Magna Ray! Searing Tempest! And Neptune Will! Flare Tornado!
Don't suffer on your knees.
Take it! It's over! Magna Ray!
Here, let me help. Piercing roar! Going in.
Toxicity!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Magna Ray!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Shine!
Here I go! It's over!
I can't get out of this!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Guardian Field!
This one's mine!
Brimming with hatred.
I never fit! Go!
I'll find you with a shot!
Double Demon Fang!
Magna Ray!
This one's mine!
Aw, too shy! Searing Tempest! And that's my will! Meteor Tornado! Think again!
Force of regeneration! Take this!
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike! Here I go! You're mine! Look sharp! Toxicity! Going in! Hurricane Flight!
Swallow Blade!
Going in! Think again! It's over! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Let the marksman handle this! Lightning! Magna Ray! Think again! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike! Hear me! Flame of Think again! Now! How's this? Here goes!
You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this!
There! You're mine!
Everlasting
Magna Ray!
Negative gate! On your knees!
I never miss! Hurricane Flight! Searing Tempest! And that's my will! Flare Tornado! Searing Tempest! Run! Sighted! Think again! Now!
This one's mine!
Throw it! One more!
Elton!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here goes!
They're attacking separately! I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah! Take it away!
Lunar Arc!
No further!
Piercing roar!
Here me! Flame of Fury! Here goes!
Tiger Blade!
Humpkin!
Force of regeneration!
You will suffer!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Behold my true power!
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people! Far enough!
Take it! Hurricane strike! On guard! Searing tempest! And here comes!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, you're mine!
Mega Ray! I'm ready to go! Not in your dreams! I'm ready to go!
This should do it!
This one's mine!
Swallow blade!
Mega Ray!
The power of light! I'm ready to go!
Try and run! Time to stop!
Sword Ray Alpha! Double demon
It's
blade!
over!
I can handle it! Light up the dark!
Think again!
Are we in over our heads?
Come on! It's not over till it's over!
You're right!
Does it!
We've made it this far!
This can't be happening!
This will come out!
I can't!
You have to hold on!
You picked the wrong fight!
Take it! You're ready!
Here I come!
Hurricane
Double demon fang!
Going far enough!
Take it! I'm only getting past the shine!
Turn demon fang! Double demon fang!
Mega Ray!
From beyond,
In the sky, it's mine! I can't heal you forever!
Sonic Breath! Sword Rain Alpha! Raining
Glacier!
Sona! Rising Sun!
I never miss!
Be still!
I'm only getting tear me! You will suffer! Burning strike!
Dragon Form!
Searing tempest!
Behold my
Ether!
power!
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't!
Double demon fang! Demon fang!
take this!
Take it!
Ridwell!
Got you! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now! Take it! It's over!
Sonic Thrust!
Searing tempest! And that's my will!
Dragon
Flare
Form!
tornado!
Air pressure!
Sighted! Mega ray!
Mega Sonic
Will suffer!
Double demon fang! Air pressure!
Resonate with the
Behold my true power!
Double demon fang! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Take it! It's over! Mega ray!
Double demon!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Demon fang!
Rending you a bloody holiday!
Stay away from my friend!
Take it! It's over!
You will suffer!
I never miss! Think again!
Behold my true power!
Searing tempest! And that's my will! Flare tornado! Searing tempest! And that's my will!
Negative gate!
Flare tornado! One more!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
Couldn't make it in time.
Disaster!
No further!
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganath Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. just wanted to go back. To Denna. To my home.
Alphen.
Naori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Naori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Naori. Shion. Damn it. Cleaver! Here I come! Crush! Here I come! Double Demon Fang! You're finished! You're mine! You're finished! Here I come! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Take this! You're finished! Double It's on! Eat dirt! Take this! It's over! Eternal Devastation! You're mine! You're finished! Crush! Double Demon Fang! Take this! Double Demon Fang! You're mine! Double Demon Fang! Here I come! Try harder! Now! Here I come! Double Demon Fang! Time to let it rip! Take this! Crush! Eternal Devastation! Crush! Double Demon Fang! Try harder! Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang! Great! Next! Here I come! You're finished! Double Demon Fang! Crush! Try harder! You're mine! You're finished! Eternal Devastation! You picked the wrong fight! Ha! Strike! Iron Cleaver! Ha! You're mine! Double Demon Fang! Ha! Ha! Double Demon Fang! You're finished! Crush! Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! You're finished! Double Demon Fang! Here I come! You're mine! Eternal
Alvin?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle? Speaking of Thistleim, the whole town was built by Dahnan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah,
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dahna. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dahna. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen.
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.